Hi everybody. Happy New Year. Yay. Well, it's 2015, so there's some changes there's some changes and some goals that I have made for this year. Basically, I'm a very private person sometimes, and this year I decided I would go ahead and tell some of my stories and get them written down and documented like I'm supposed to. That way, who knows how long, you know, we are going to be around here as humankind. I know that sounds kind of like, oh, epic and kind of like drab, but I want to leave something behind for my family and for the next generations to read and get something in my own words and not someone else's words. I know a lot of people hear about autobiographies and things like that, and I want to have everything written down in my own words along with some pictures. So that's why I'm glad and I'm happy that I decided to get the Ali Edwards story kit. So with that said, I am going to be following this sketch here that I have drawn out. And this sketch pretty much it lays out, it's going to be a 2-page, 8.5 by 11. So it kind of lays out what the beginning of my binder is going to be like. And it just shows you right here how I'm going to put this together. So this is just a little short introduction as to how I'm going to do this. And I'm also going to be using a few things out of these story kits. So I'm happy to this month because not only do I get my story kit going, my scrapbooking going, but I also get my Project Life going, which that's a completely separate thing. So I probably will be doing a process on my Project Life maybe once a month. If I do it twice a month, oh, that would be a miracle in itself. But once a month right now from what I can pretty much just say. So with that said, I'm going to get started, and I have to speed this one up, but I'm not going to speed it up as fast because I don't think it's going to take me that long. So I hope you enjoy, and once again, you guys, thanks so much for your support. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Hi guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It just kind of motivates me to keep going there. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy some things that that are gonna come up here and about to happen here. And I really thank you guys. You guys have been very supportive. I've heard lots of kind words and really appreciate that. So anyway, with that said, I hope you enjoy this video on my process of putting my story album together along with the Ali Edwards story kit and the Ali Edwards story stamp. So thanks guys. Okay guys, so what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to cut this beautiful vellum paper here. This came from out of my stash. I have no clue where I got it from. I can't remember, but I think it might have been one of my paper trips there to Joann's, because they have a lot of papers there and specialty papers there as well. And that piece right there that you see me cutting, that green piece, is from a 6x6 paper pad from the Studio Calico. And I do not remember what month that was in, but that is where it is from. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to get this page, put it together without gluing anything down. I'm following the sketch pretty closely because I like the way the sketch looks, and I want to make sure that it turns out exactly like it is. My journaling I do before I do the layouts. I like to type my journaling because it's a lot. And as you will see when I add the second page on, it's going to be quite a bit of journaling. And I like it to be nice and neat because I'm going to tell you right now, people will not be able to read my handwriting, once I start journaling, especially that amount of journaling. So I'm situating these papers here because I want to make sure they're straight. And there is going to be a little bit of a gap that I wasn't planning on at first, but what I decided to do, and you'll see me later, was fix that gap. That's going to be between the vellum and the papers. So I'm marking a circle there so I know where to use my hole puncher, because I'm going to have little half circles there so that the flare badge can be seen there. And of course, that's the old school puncher. Remember those old blue Fiskars puncher? That just goes to show you how long I've had that old Fiskars puncher. Anyway, so now what I'm doing is I'm cutting where I made the marks at, because that is where my flare badge is going to go. And I'm putting some glue down on the flowers. Now these flowers are gold, so on the other side is matte, so when I flip it over, you can't really see the adhesive, because I put it on the darkest parts and where the designs of the gold is on the flowers. And there you see me having some trouble with that tape. I don't know what happened to it, so I decided to go ahead and get my other tape. And then I think it was having a little bit of issues with that one too. Alrighty, so now I got that down there. And I'm putting down the part of the journaling because I got the rest of it. So that just says what is going to be happening with the stories. Like I said, I am trying to get all my stories documented because, you just never know. And I want to make sure that I have something or leave something behind for my family. Going in my little jar there. And that little jar, in case you guys are wondering, is actually from some organic garlic that I buy. I decided to start saving the little glass jars because they're extremely sturdy. And then all you have to do is just take off the sticker. And boy, it's great. I'm flipping through my pad here, and I think that's a Mambi pad, and it's got all kinds of goodies in that pad. That is the best thing I ever bought. And I got it from Hobby Lobby. And I'm taking the strips off of there. That's how I'm going to be filling the gaps on the layout there. See, there you go. To make up for those little areas, because that'll give it a more finished look. This page, I'm keeping it as simple as possible, but not putting a lot of embellishments on it, but making it look just nice and just, very neat and very simple. Because like I said, this is going to be mainly about the stories, but with some design and some embellishments. Cutting off the excess there, just hang off the edge. Make sure everything is all nice and flush. So now I'm going to adhere down that flare badge, and I'm going to put 2 of the 3D foam adhesives on there, one on top of the other, because I want it to really pop up there. And then I'm going to put that wood heart, because for some reason when I printed it out, it just kind of put an extra word on there, or actually when I typed it. So, and then I'm going to finish it off here to make it look more finished and polished by adding some of those strips there on the parts where there's gaps there too. But they're not really big gaps, but it's enough. So I'm gluing that down, cutting off the excess. So that page is done. So I'm going to get started on the next page that has already been printed out. Oh, and by the way, I print out my journaling here on the 100-pound Neenah Solar White cardstock, because it's very, very sturdy, and it goes through my printer really well. So, and I like the nice whiteness and brightness of it. So I took that piece there so I can continue the dots on the torn part that I tore off there, because I want to give it kind of an authentic look. And sorry about that. That was my laptop. It always does that. So I'm going to cut off the excess there, but I wanted to continue the gold dots there on the next page, and I thought that would be a good way to do it by adding that extra piece down the bottom there. I like that torn look there, and it's so clean and so neat. So right now I'm getting out that banner that I want to put there, and at first I was going to put it at the bottom, but I decided to put it at the top, which worked out much better. I like that look better. And I'm getting a wood veneer arrow there to put up the top so that it tells you pretty much go ahead and just turn the page to continue the stories there. So now it looks like I've got most of it done there. You can see. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and just stay tuned for more stories. Take care.